Hello everyone, welcome back to the Fergie Time podcast. Today we are doing a live stream for Spurs versus Everton. Alright, let's see who's in the chat. We have Mr. Footballer Loons. We also have Legend Presents My Guy. Thank you guys for showing the support so far. We are live and the game is about to get underway. We are 10 minutes from kickoff. We have Tottenham Hotspur coming out in a 4-2-3-1 with Lloris in goal, Alderweireld and Dyer as center backs, Aurier as a left back, Davies as a right back, Sissoko and Winks playing as central defensive midfielders, Lo Celso playing in as an attacking mid, Lucas and Son on the wings, and Harry Kane up top. Pretty good formation for Spurs. I'm quite a fan of it. I'd say my only question is, why is Eric Dyer starting at center back? Not a fan of him personally, but we move. Moving over to Everton, they come out in a 4-4-2 with Pickford in goal, Holgate and Keane as center backs, Coleman and Digne as right and left back, Gomez and Davies in the central defensive midfield, left mid is Sigurdsson, right mid Iwobi, up top Richarlison in Calvert-Lewin. What's up, Legend Presents My Guy? A lot of interesting talking points coming into this match. So we have Tottenham Hotspur, a team currently sitting in 10th on 45 points. So there's lots of questions surrounding, will they make it into Europe next fall? And it's going to be touch and go. If they win this match, they move into 8th above Sheffield on goal difference. However, if they lose this match, Everton will jump them into 9th position. And it's a really big match for both sides. And I think it's going to be a very even one. So, my score prediction, that's what we're all here for. I believe it will be a draw, either a 1-1 or 2-1, a 1-1 or 2-2 draw. Legend Presents, let me know what you think the score prediction is. If you guys are in the comments right now, make sure you smash that like button. We're trying to hit 30 likes. Miles, what's up, my guy? Yes, we are on the road to 3K. Make sure to smash that like button. On this live stream, we are aiming for 30 likes. And let me know in the comments, in the live chat, your score prediction. So let's get those score predictions going. Some interesting talking points. Jose Mourinho. Mourinho touted as one of the best managers of all time. That said, in recent years, I think he's been a bit outdated. Legend Presents says 2-1 to Tottenham. I could see that scoreline. I think it's going to be a very, very tight game. Mourinho is a bit outdated these days. I don't know if he quite has what it takes to take a side like Spurs and make them a title contending team. Because I think Mourinho, where he's been struggling, is the way the game's played now. It's more open, more free-flowing. Spurs look so uncomfortable when they have the ball, when they're moving it. They can't look to break teams down, and that's the issue United had under Mourinho as well. So I'm really questioning whether they can overcome that. Another talking point, Ndombele, a player that came in and was the record signing for Spurs, but since has stunk it up. He's hardly even played, hardly even touched the pitch. So there's lots of questions around him. Will he be in the side long term? We shall see. Finally, Harry Kane. There's rumors about him moving on this summer. If Spurs do not want Harry Kane to move on, they're going to have to show a little more class. They're going to have to show that they can contend for Europe. Because right now they are not. And if I was Harry Kane, with Mourinho and the way he's been talking about the players having no desire, I would be personally looking to move on. All right, moving over to Everton. I think this is a huge match for them. They want to be a side that's consistently in the top half of the table, and they haven't been that. But now they have a fantastic manager in Carlo Ancelotti. And I think we are going to have to wait and see what Ancelotti can do with this side. He will be given money in the transfer window, and I think he could pull Everton back up into the top half of the table, potentially in years to come, sitting around the 6th, 7th, 8th position, fighting for the Europa League spots. Also, I think since the restart, they've looked absolutely fantastic, Everton. They're undefeated since the restart versus a Spurs side that has a win, loss, and a draw. So if we're talking form, Everton is in way better form. Guys, we have 7 viewers. Let me know in the live chat your current score predictions. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Legend Present says Richarlison is a beast. Yes, Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin are both fantastic players. Everton will look to sit in, and then they will look to counter and then get after. They will absolutely look to get after the Spurs backline. So that's Everton's game plan. This is going to be 2 teams that are sitting in and looking to defend. Hussein says, if Spurs lose tonight, would the tables turn to Jose? Yes. I think there's lots of questions with Jose. He's got to answer for a lot because Spurs have not looked good since he came in. They've actually looked almost worse than when Pochettino was there. And he's just not got that fire about him. Like, when Mourinho steps in, you usually get a massive boost. And we haven't seen that. Hussein's saying, I'm going 2-1 to Everton. So we're split. And that's why Legend says 2-1 to Tottenham. Hussein says 2-1 to Everton. And I'm saying a 2-2 or a 1-1 draw. So we're very split here. And I think it shows how evenly matched these two teams are. And to think that Spurs, just 2 seasons ago, I believe, no, 1 season ago, we're in the Champions League final. What has happened to them? There's lots of questions there. Guys, who do you think will be scoring in this match? I could see Harry Kane getting a goal. I could see Son getting a goal. I could see Richarlison scoring. I could see Calvert-Lewin scoring. Who do you think will score? Zane, my guy, 2-2, he says. Big up. Yes, Zane, I think that'll be the scoreline for me. I don't see either side really taking control of the match. Both sides are very passive. They look to defend, sit in, and then they look to counter. Guys, if you are enjoying the live stream so far, please hit that like button. We're trying to aim for 30 likes on this video. Also, please subscribe. This is going to be really good content, this one. Kane, Legend Presents says, Kane isn't as clinical anymore for some reason. I think it's a bit, he was out injured. He's come back a bit rusty, let's be honest. Like, give him some time. I think Kane will be back to himself in a few matches. That said, though, I think the way Tottenham play isn't as beneficial for Harry Kane. He gets a lot less supply up to him up top. There's a lot more just booting it long and making him do all the work, and that's not really how Harry Kane operates. Harry Kane needs players who can play good balls in behind him and who can help him create. So, Harry Kane needs a playmaker, and do they really have that? Well, Mourinho believes that's Lo Celso, but we're going to have to wait and see. Keane for Everton looked so good last match with 12 clearances. Yes, Keane is a fantastic player. Everton has some really good players in this side. I think some of the questions for Everton are in that midfield. Is Davies consistent enough? Iwobi kind of comes in and out of matches. Sigurdsson, does he feel good under Ancelotti considering they've had a little beef? So, I think questions for Everton come in the midfield. I'm happy with their backline. Pickford's been so-so this season, but up top, they're fantastic. So this is going to be a game of counterattacking and getting after each other. I'm really excited for this one. The players are walking out right now. We are 3 minutes away for kickoff. Let me know your score predictions in the live chat. We're going to have a fun game on our hands here. And this is a big one. Like, we are talking about Europa League places. What does the Europa League mean for these clubs? Well, it means more funding. They're going to have more income, allowing them thus to spend more money this summer. And for teams like Everton and Spurs, that's absolutely massive. That is key to their success because there are clubs that need to bring players in. My guys, NTOD says, yo, what's up, my guy? Thank you for joining us. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, subscribe. We are trying to get to 2,100 subscribers after this live stream, and we're trying to hit 30 likes on this one. So let's absolutely bang that. So the players are taking their time. Mourinho got a haircut. Guys, what are our thoughts on Jose Mourinho? How good do we think he is? Do we think he will be able to turn around the Spurs nightmare that is going on? Let me know in the live chat. I want to know what you guys are thinking of Mourinho. One thing I have to say, if anyone else is watching the game, Eric Dyer's trim is absolutely dodgy. I do not know what Dyer has on his head. He's got a landing strip. He hasn't faded it. It's dreadful. Someone tell Eric Dyer to go get a haircut because, wow, he really needs one. They're showing Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin, one of the top scorers since December. In the second half of the season, has really turned it around and has looked lethal. Him and Richarlison, what a partnership. I think if Everton can build out the rest of their team, they could be in business. Guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, rate Dyer's trim for me. I can't get over it. He's literally got a landing strip on his head. All right, so the players are getting underway. They're about to kick off. Both teams look excited for this one. I heard Thogden done Dyer's hair. What's your score prediction? All right, so I'm going for a draw and likely a 2-2 draw or a 1-1 draw, but I'm edging to a 2-2 draw. Ryan Careers Mode, what's up, my guy? Thanks for joining. Yeah, I have a 2-2 draw. I think Richarlison and Calvert-Lewin will each nab a goal, and I see Harry Kane and Son nabbing one. Miguel, what's up, my guy? How you doing? Now, this is epic. Thank you, Miguel, for joining us. I really appreciate it. Everyone joining us right now, smash that like button. We are aiming for 30 likes on this video. Also, subscribe. We are aiming for 2,100 subscribers, so let's get after it. Hussein says Jose is like the stock market. You don't know what you're going to get. I 100% agree with that one. That's hilarious, and I totally agree with it. Mourinho is a bit dodgy these days because football's just not quite the same it was. It's not about sitting back and defending. It's all about attacking. And I think Mourinho can get big results against teams that leave themselves exposed, but I don't think this Spurs team can do it throughout the entire season. And that's my problem with Mourinho. Guys, who do you think Spurs should target in the transfer market? Because I think it's very interesting. Spurs won't go get a huge player. They won't get a Sancho because Levy's very particular about how he spends his money. So I'm very interested. All right, the players are about to get underway here. They're looking to kick off. Guys, score predictions in the live chat. Let me know. Here we go. Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton. Massive match. And kickoff. The players are taking their knee, per usual. Very good to see them continuing this movement that they're doing by taking a knee, supporting Black Lives Matter. And I hope the Premier League continues to take more action to help the movement as well. So, here we go. Kickoff is underway. Tottenham Hotspur versus Everton. Spurs really need a defender like Koulibaly. Facts, because Alderweireld looks like he's going to be out the door. Really good player, but I agree they need a replacement there. All right, so it's just been cleared out by Everton for a throw for Spurs on the left-hand side of the pitch. Throw in, up to Mora, cleared away by Coleman. I think an interesting matchup to watch out for will be Seamus Coleman versus Lucas Moura. Coleman, a very good defender, but since his leg injury, hasn't been quite the same player. And also, I have to say about Moura, fantastic pace, very quick player. Spurs have a lot of pace on the wings between Son and Moura, so it's going to be an interesting player. Moura is also a very smart player, too. Very good in and around the final third. So watch out for him. All right, score predictions, guys. Let me know down in the live chat. I want to know your score predictions, what you guys are thinking. Let's smash that like button. We are aiming for 30 likes. Free kick for Spurs on the left-hand side of the pitch. Son standing over it and Lo Celso. Son taken. He plays it inside. They're looking to switch it. Sissoko out wide on the ball. Looking to go 1v1. It's out for a Spurs throw on the left flank. Spurs so far, it's been a choppy game, but looking quite good. I mean, we are only a minute 15 in, so it's hard to really say that. But, guys, what are our thoughts on Sissoko? No, hey, we're not doing that. We're not promoting our own channels or the match free or whatnot. So, yeah, anyways, I don't care if you guys are watching the match. Make sure to turn off the audio and listen in. Should be a good time here. Handball, free kick for Spurs on the left-hand side. Moore's maybe looking to take it quickly. No, they're going to slow it down and get after it. All right, so who's standing on the ball? Taking quickly. Oh, but I think the referee's called it back. He's not going to let them get after it quite away. So Lo Celso standing over the ball. Guys, I really do like Lo Celso. I think he's a bright spot. I think he could be a very good player. And I think when Mourinho actually does put his trust behind a player, you can see some really good outcomes from it. So he's saying, I'm feeling either a 2-1 or 1-2. Either way, I don't know who will win, but I'm feeling the scoreline on either side. Yeah, I totally see that, not going to lie. Like, I agree with that, Legends. It's going to be a very close game, and I think it's going to just be the team that wants it more. So we got to see which manager has come out and really inspired these players. Taken by Lo Celso, driven in, header, over, Pickford. Makes a little diving save, but I don't know why he's done that. It's way wide of the goal. So now Spurs have a corner kick. It's all been Spurs so far. Everton really need to get the ball out of this area. You don't want Spurs on too many set pieces. Harry Kane is very good in the air. Make sure you're smashing the like button. Guys, let me know in the comments our thoughts on Jordan Pickford. Should he be England's #1 moving forward? Because he's been a bit dodgy this year. All right, Spurs are taking Son's on the corner. Taken, driven in. It was a low cross, headed away. Spurs had the ball. Davies out to, I believe it is Sissoko out wide to Son. Son's trying to go 1v1, 2v1 now. Low driven cross, cleared away. Calvert-Lewin is up top trying to hold it. Can't get to it. Spurs are moving the ball very well here. Trying to get it out wide. Spurs are playing some good football. There's Harry Kane's in behind. Not called offside. Is the flag up? Yes, the flag is up. So what are we saying in the chat? So he's not been consistent enough. I agree. I don't think Pickford's the #1 anymore. Dean Hendo would be okay. Yes, I agree. England do really need a #1 keeper, though, if they want to get after it. Dean Henderson and Pope are huge contenders for the England #1 jersey. I agree with that. I don't think it's clear or set yet, though. So we're going to need to see more performances from everyone. And I think it's going to become a last-minute decision based on who performs well in friendlies. I think that's where it comes down to. No player has really put themselves out there, though, as the #1, because we haven't seen enough from Henderson. Pickford's been poor, and we haven't really seen enough from Pope. All right. They're battling for the ball in the air. Davies goes up for it with Son. Spurs bring it back down. Calvert-Lewin looks to pick it up off of Aurier. Moving the ball is Everton. They're looking to switch it out to the wide area. Swinging it out wide. So we have, at center back for Everton, we have Keane and Holgate. Moving it out wide. Continuing to move the ball. Davies back to the center backs. Keane on the ball. Over to Holgate. Looking good from Everton here. Now they're starting to settle the game down. Jonas said, my man's popping. Yes, Jonas, hit the like button. Subscribe. We are aiming for 30 likes on this live stream. And we are also trying to hit 2,100 subscribers today. All right, what are we saying? Thoughts on Kepa to take over De Gea as Spanish keeper? So both keepers are in poor form. That said, I think if Kepa can turn around his form, maybe move on from Chelsea, I think there's a very high likelihood of it. But they're both in poor form. So right now, I'd still go De Gea, considering how young Kepa is. All right, Holgate on the ball, plays inside, out wide. Everton looking to push it up the left flank here. Delivery into the box. Calvert-Lewin wasn't quite there. Everton looking all right now. Sigurdsson's out wide. Sigurdsson's a really dangerous player if he's utilized correctly. Miles says I'll be back in a bit later in the match. Thanks, Miles, for tuning in, and we'll like to see you back later. Guys, if you're not already enjoying it, make sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Spurs are loading to push it forward. Spurs are moving the ball now, being a little more patient. Dyer. Guys, what are our thoughts on Eric Dyer? I want to know, because I'm not a huge fan, but some people are quite partial to him. He's a Mourinho-type player, I have to say. Not necessarily excellent on the ball, not necessarily quick, but just a big physical presence. Score prediction for the Max, says Vox. All right, my score prediction is a 2-2 or a 1-1 draw. So I believe 100% certain that this match will end a draw. All right, Coleman out wide, looks to play it forward. Everton giving the ball away. This is going to be two teams that are just going to be swapping the ball back and forth. Not very good at holding onto the ball. Both teams are uncomfortable in possession. Zane says Dyer is meh. 100%. Dyer is bare on average. He should not ever be in the England midfield again, in my opinion. And too many mistakes, says Hussein. 100% I agree. All right, predictions on man of the match. That's an interesting one. I mean, Harry Kane's name has always got to be thrown in there. But I think it could come from an Everton player. And I'm going to go with Richarlison because he's looked quite good in recent weeks. And I think he'll nab a goal or two and create a bunch for Everton. So I'm going to go for Richarlison. But for Spurs, I could see it very well being Kane or Lo Celso. I don't think Son will get it enough. But Son could try and isolate Digne. So there's interesting aspects to this match. Dyer's too attacking. I think he pushes too far and lets everyone down. Yeah, Dyer's prone to mistake way too often to be considered a top-tier midfielder, in my opinion. All right, Vision is saying, it looks like Spurs have been struggling without Eriksen, and Dyer seems lost without a playmaker to partner with in the midfield and the quality that Eriksen has. 100%, Dyer's not a playmaker. Dyer's a bruiser. Dyer's looking to get a body on someone. Dyer's looking to knock someone out of play. He is not. Eric Dyer by no means is a good distributor of the football. And he needs a playmaker next to him. And that's the issue with Eriksen leaving. They don't really have that right now. So in my opinion, like Lo Celso's trying to fit that role, but he hasn't quite got it yet. And Sissoko and Winks are very much central defensive midfielders. They have too many of the same type of player. Did I just say someone say Dyer is too attacking? That's that's funny. It depends on Dyer's role, right? Like Dyer is not an attacking player and should not play as one. That said, no, guys, this is in regard to not this match, but when Dyer's in an attacking role, he's terrible, and we all know it, and he tries to take that on too many times. That said, though, however, I want to clarify that when Dyer's defensively, he's also got problems. So all around, just a problematic player. All right, Everton are looking to counter. Richarlison, it's a 3v1. He's going to look to hold it up and go back. Can he do a good job here? Spurs have cleared it. Son's picked up the ball around half. And here they go. Spurs are looking to move it, try and keeping the ball. But the issue with Spurs possession is quite meaningless. Like, it doesn't create many chances. There's not a purpose with it. It's just to hold the ball. They're not actually creating chances out of it, which is a problem. There's no end product. And that's what you really want out of a good possession team like Manchester City. Yes, they hold the ball a ton, but then they create so many chances out of it, so it doesn't really matter. Son's looking to pick it up. Davies, what are our thoughts on Davies? I like Davies. I think he plays with a lot of heart and passion, but I kind of question his ability at times and his decision-making. Overall, though, a solid player. So, guys, they're talking about if Bruno Fernandes signed for Spurs instead of Man U, Dyer would be a lot more effective when running forward and Bruno playing him in. I agree, but I think you could say that about most midfielders because Bruno makes everyone look so much better. But yes, Dyer needs to be paired. If Dyer's a central defensive midfielder, he needs to be paired with a more attacking player who can supplement that. All right. Hussein says, was Kieran Trippier a loss to Spurs, or do you not mind letting him go? So I think Trippier was a big loss for Spurs. I don't think he was his best towards the end, but Aurier is not a very good defender, in my opinion. Trippier is much better than him. So yes, I think Trippier was a loss. But they did get a lot of money for him. So if they can go get some players now, I think that could be big. The issue is Ndombele hardly plays. They spent 60 mil on him. So that's a huge issue for them. All right, Everton looking to move the ball here. Out to Keane. So look at how Everton play, guys. It's very interesting. So when Keane gets the ball, Davies drops in as a right back, and then Coleman will either push wide or tuck inside. A very interesting style of play because normally you'd have your central defensive midfielder playing a lot more central, but it's actually Davies who pushes out as a right back. Keane looks to play Sigurdsson across the field. So now Spurs have picked it back up. Aurier moving the ball. Aurier cuts it back to Sissoko, looking to swing it. Alderweireld. So Alderweireld is a very good player. I'm a big fan of him, but he doesn't get to play enough. And I think Mourinho's starting to realize how good he is. Dyer pushes it forward there. Spurs just keeping the ball in their own half, but not really causing much going forward. But now they're looking to break. Kane to Son. Son's looking to have a shot here, but he's surrounded by 4 or 5 players, so they're going to push him backwards. Spurs looking to move it, pushing it out wide. So far, decent performance by Spurs, but it's been really a 50-50 game 11 minutes in. If you are just joining us, we are watching Everton versus Tottenham. We are currently in the 12th minute. Spurs players just lofted the ball way out for a goal kick. What were they thinking there? That's some shocking. That may have been Eric Dyer because my TV just cut to him. I didn't actually see it. But if that was Eric Dyer, that was some shocking football. All right. Vision is saying the reason why Dyer pushes forward is because there's no player in the midfield with him that does that job. With a more offensive partner, he would be able to sit in defensive like he is supposed to. Interesting point. All right. Ancelotti ball is what they're saying. Yes, that is Ancelotti ball where the central defensive midfielder pushes out as a right back. Yes. Sorry, ball was the worst. TBH, that's how every 4-4-2 plays. Center mid drops as a fullback. I wouldn't say every, but yes, there are quite a few 4-4-2s that do play like that. It's not an uncommon thing, but I don't think we see it in England as much. I think it's played a lot more like that in Italy. I may be wrong, but that's what I've seen more just from watching matches. Remember when Kepa refused to come off the night and made a fuss? Yes, I do remember that. His attitude that night was terrible. That was an absolute shocker. That performance from Kepa, like that leaves lots of questions, and I think most Chelsea fans have moved on. But it's hard to, because is that someone that really plays for the shirt? You could argue yes, but you could also argue that is a very selfish player. Atletico Madrid play at best. Yes, that's facts. That is absolute facts. Atletico Madrid are fantastic in that 4-4-2. Guys, if you're enjoying the live stream so far, make sure to smash that like button and also hit that subscribe button. We are aiming for 2,100 subscribers, and we are aiming for 30 likes on this video. So, is my guy Legends still here? My guy Legends always tunes in, always sharing his thoughts. Legends, what are your thoughts on the game so far? Sorry is hilarious. He chews on a cigarette, but all game, every game. You know what? I'm not going to speak on Sarri's addiction. Addiction is a sensitive topic, so we'll just move right on past that. All right, Everton looking to break lines here, looking to play into the feet of Richarlison. They win it back. Can they hold on to it? Yes. Very good job by Sigurdsson. Sigurdsson looks to play in behind. I believe, yes, Calvert-Lewin was offside, and it is not going to be a Spurs free kick. All right, sorry, it's hilarious. Okay, the same thing I've read before. Guys, let us know so far. What are your thoughts on the match? Who is going to win this match? And what are your score predictions? Because as the game's evolving, maybe your thoughts are different. Is Jose the most toxic manager in the Premier League? All right. Personally, I do agree with that, Zane. I mean, we have 2 case studies. Already at Spurs, he has come out and been bashing the players. And yeah, you can question some of the players. I think it's fair enough to do that. But you can't be on their backs this early. How are you going to get a good response from them? And we've seen that at United. Look how happy Paul Pogba is playing right now. Look how well all those United players that Mourinho said were trash, didn't have any desire, didn't care. Look how well they're playing now. So yes, I believe Mourinho sometimes, man management used to be his strength, and I think it's become his weakness. So Zane, I do 100% agree with that. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Do you think Jose is the most toxic manager in the Premier League? Let me know down in the comments. All right, so Davies, back to Winks. What are our thoughts on Harry Winks? A very good young player, but I don't know if he's quite on that level where long-term he can help Spurs. Let me know. All right, Alderweireld looking to play it out wide to Aurier. Aurier back to Alderweireld. They're just moving it in their own half. Again, Mahmoud's back, my guy, tuned in for the last live stream. Mahmoud, if you enjoy this live stream, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. My guy. Mahmoud, what are your score predictions for this match? Let me know. All right, Spurs being patient, moving the ball. NTOD says Harry Winks is brilliant. Yeah, I think he's a good player. I think he is underrated. I think we often hear the name of Declan Rice, other players, but I think Winks is good. But again, Winks needs a playmaker in front of him, right? Like Winks needs someone who can do more, but in that 6 as a pivot, very good player. All right. Mourinho did the same thing to the Chelsea players, and that was the reason why De Bruyne left back in the day and eventually ended up at Man City. Yeah, Mourinho in recent years has driven away some very good players. De Bruyne, Salah. Like, you have to question that. Didn't get the best out of Pogba. So what are we saying about that? I don't think in the last 5 to 10 years his resume has been that good. All right, I think Jose is toxic, however, he's a good manager. Yes, no doubt he is a good manager, but he is toxic, and I don't think he's quite on the level that he used to be. That's just my opinion. Mahmoud says a 1-1 draw. Mahmoud, I am on the same page as you. I'm saying either a 2-2 draw or a 1-1 draw. Hussein says Jose is a 3-year manager. That's it. But to bring him a new stadium, knowing his background and history, I would have chosen another option. Okay. Yeah, I could agree with that as well. I think it's very interesting as well. Like, I don't think with a new stadium, with a club that needs to be rebuilt, I don't think Jose is the right manager. I can agree with that. I think you want someone that's looking to build for the future, not someone that's like if you're on the edge of getting a title, that's when you bring in Jose Mourinho and he gets you over the hump. Spurs are not on the edge of winning a title, so I don't think it's a great decision. Jack Drew says, I think it'll be 1-1. Thank you for sharing your prediction, Drew. I pretty much agree with it. I'm going 1-1 or 2-2. I see a draw as well. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, smash that like button and subscribe as well for more live stream content. We're going to have another live stream on Thursday, Manchester United versus Villa. So keep that one in your calendars. All right, Everton have a free kick from roughly 40 yards out. It looks like Sigurdsson is standing over it. I would not be surprised if Sigurdsson hits it. Sigurdsson's very good on set pieces. And here we go. They play it short. Played in to the back post. Coleman brings it down, looking to hold it off. Can he keep the ball, though? Coleman going back. He holds on to it, but no threat there from Everton. Now Holgate all the way back to Pickford. So Everton, again, not creating many chances. Let's take a little look at the statistics so far from this match. I think it'll be interesting to see what we're saying. I don't think there's been many chances created so far. Davies looking to drive forward. Lo Celso brings him down, but no foul called. Now, Davies sprinting through. Out wide to Son. Son looking to cut inside. Left. Feints right. Goes left. Won by the Everton defender. Good defending by Keane there. Stood up Son. A very difficult thing to do. All right. This game's starting to get a little more energy. Davies on Davies there, I believe. Taking him down. A good matchup there. Fun to watch. All right. Gareth Bale Spurs return. Maybe someday, one day. Nah, mate. I don't think it's worth the money, to be honest. Bale's worth a lot of money. Getting up in age. I mean, it's a cool story, but do I think it will happen? Unfortunately, not. And Gareth Bale, do you want a player that'll cost you a fortune, who has the injuries that he has had? I don't think it's worth it, personally. If this was Bale 2-3 years ago, 100%, I would go all in for that, but not anymore. If Maguire was a foreign player playing in a foreign league, would he have been worth $80 million? Absolutely not. I will be the first to tell you that he was overpriced. That said, I think it was a necessary move for Manchester United because he knows the league. You've seen him perform well in the Premier League before, and he's a captain, and he holds it down for United. So yeah, overpriced, but still a good move. If you guys are enjoying the live stream, let's hit 30 likes on this one. Smash the like button. We are currently on 15. Let's push for it. Club African Army, my guy, another regular of the live stream. Thanks for tuning in, bro. No, English players are always more expensive. Yes, same thing with Chilwell. And I actually don't think Chilwell is worth the money that they're talking about. $80 million for Chilwell? Absolutely not. I'll pass on that. Do you think Man U will sign Sancho? There's lots of talks about it, and I think there's a very good likelihood that it could happen. Like, I could see it happening. Son in the box here, cuts it back, looking to have a shot from range. Lucas Moura plays it over, cleared by the Spurs defense. Davies looking to get it clear. All right, they've cleared the line. Richarlison looking to hold it up. Back to your question, though. Richarlison tries to clear it. Back to your question. I think Manchester United will try to sign Sancho. And I think if you have a player of that quality, yes, you should get after him and try and sign him. But if they don't, I won't be heartbroken. I think they should sign him. Will they? We'll just have to wait and see how much money they're willing to pump out there. But I wouldn't be absolutely heartbroken if they didn't, because I think if you have so much money to spend if you don't spend on Sancho. You could go get Coman for roughly $50 million. You could go get Rice for $80 million and maybe add in a backup right back and really solidify the side throughout. And I'm actually making a video on this in case they don't sign Sancho, who United should sign, because they shouldn't put their eggs all in one basket. All right, do you think Chelsea could win the league in the next few seasons? 100%. Great young talent, have shown lots of potential. Everton looking to play out here. Spurs trying to initiate a high press. All right, they're moving it. Yes, they have so much talent. Chelsea 100% could win the league in the next 3 seasons, 4 seasons, them winning the league, no question. All right, Greenwood firing Rashford, Martial, all in form. Yeah, they're 100% in great form. Really good play from them. And they're all just, I think that's what Ole does. His man management is fantastic. He's inspiring these players, making them feel comfortable and really allowing them to do what they want to do and take risks. And that's something we didn't see under Mourinho. Everton, a good ball in behind there. Calvert-Lewin looking dangerous. Headed away by Lloris. A good chance from Everton there. They need to keep trying to stretch it so it opens up more for them to play inside. Moura might score this game. He's been playing good, some attacking football lately. Yeah, I agree. Moura and Son have both looked very good. Son's not looked good in recent weeks, but in this match in particular, he's looked dangerous so far, and Moura's always a threat. Don't need to drop anyone, just rotate. That's what NTOD's saying. Hussein saying, you missed a wee bit above my last comment. All right. If United sign Sancho, who do they drop? Got you. My bad, Hussein. All right. So here's what I'm thinking. If they sign Sancho, I think you drop Greenwood and you play him in FA Cup matches, but you also play him against the mid and low table clubs. So you're keeping all these players well rested, and then you have Dan James coming off the bench as another fantastic option. That's how I would do it. I'd go Coman, Martial, and Rashford, and then you can go on form as well. If Martial's not firing, Greenwood steps in. So that's how I would personally do it. All right, Spurs looking to move the ball here. Keep the live chat going. Any questions you have Premier League related, football related, let me know. Any comments about the game, your score predictions. If you're enjoying so far, we have 15 people in here. Make sure to smash that like button. We are aiming for 30 likes on this. And if you're just joining us, we are watching Everton versus Spurs. It's currently 0-0, and we are in the 23rd minute. Son looking to cut inside. Shot. Oh, that was going to hit, but it's deflected off Everton defender. Spurs looking dangerous here. They look like they could get one. Son cutting inside. Kane on his left foot. Dragged to Lo Celso. Lo Celso shot. Deflection in. Goal for Spurs. Lo Celso shoots and it hits it off a Everton player into the back of the net. Pickford was already diving and he couldn't save it. Big goal for Spurs. 22 minutes in. 1-0 to Tottenham. I got to update the score, guys. Wow. What a goal. Good little play by there from Spurs. They looked very good in there. They're creating a bunch of chances. And wow. just good little combination play. They've been persistent, putting a lot of pressure on Everton. Everton aren't holding onto the ball enough to get it done. Is Kane offside there? I do not believe so, but I think they may do a VAR check. Wow. Good little goal there, though. Lo Celso's been very good for Spurs. He's a very positive player. Good little play there. Kane, deflection. A little lucky there, but you're going to need luck to win football matches. That's how it goes. Lo Celso shoots it right into the chest of Keane. Keane is very unlucky. You got to feel sorry for him there. But Tottenham Hotspur are currently up 1-0, and they must be absolutely buzzing. Because you know what they're going to do now? Do you know what Spurs are going to do now? They're going to sit in, they're going to bunker, and they're going to try to grind this match out. It's currently the water break. All right, let's read some more comments. All right, let me get a little drink. Chelsea will be huge contenders next season, with their current squad being buff. Ziyech, Werner, Havertz potentially, or Chilwell, Tagley. Yes, I agree. But if Chelsea want to really contend next year, you got to get a defender. You got to go get yourself a center back. You got to go get yourself a Dayot, Upamecano, and then I think a Tagley would be very good. If Chelsea want to contend next season, that's what they got to do. Havertz is a very good and sounds very good, fantastic young talent. But what they need is defenders because they've been shocking there. Goal says Vision, game on, love to see it. Yes, you do love to see it. Mahmood says your prediction for Norwich versus Brighton was so good. A goal for Trossard and Brighton won 1-0. Yes, my predictions last week were spot on. I think I had 6 out of 9 correct. And on top of that, I had, I think, 4 predictions spot on. So, yes, I'm going to pat myself on the back. And if you guys are looking for predictions for match week 34, go check them out. I just dropped it this morning, so go watch that. And if you're enjoying the live stream so far, man, we are aiming for 30 likes on this one. So smash that like button and let your friends know to come tune in because we're having a jolly good time here. All right, Everton looked to kick off, again sending it long. Everton have looked very predictable and easy to defend for Spurs. Griezmann is another one who's not getting enough game time over in Spain. 100%, another player who it wasn't a good fit. And that's what you've got to focus on sometimes is it's all about fit. And that was Griezmann moving to Barca, everyone knew was never going to be a good fit. And I think he will move on, likely this summer or in the winter. Jack Drew says, I think Spurs will score first, then Dyer gives a penalty and gets a red card. Everton scoring, the game ends 1-1. A very specific prediction, but could it happen? I think potentially. Eric Dyer is prone to mistakes like that. All right, Legend Presents. I'm back. Went to the shops. My guy. I was wondering where you were, Legends, because you're always active and lively in the chat. My guy. Thanks for joining us back. Vision says, that's why I don't understand why Lampard pulled out of Koulibaly signing. He would have been perfect partner for Rudiger. Yeah, I do agree with that. I 100% agree with that, but I think Koulibaly will just be... I think he's looking to City. I think it's a better fit with City. But I think Arsenal are always a bit too cautious, and they won't go get Upamecano. They're always hesitant. So I think Chelsea should just swoop in and make a big bid for Upamecano. All right, Everton moving the ball. If you are just joining us, it is currently 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur in the 27th minute versus Everton. So far, looking at the statistics, Everton have 0 shots and 0. So Everton haven't created any chances. They only have 40% of the ball. It's been all Spurs so far. 5 shots for Spurs, 1 on target, and it went in. And they have 60% possession. So far, a good performance from Spurs. And if I was Mourinho, I would be very happy with how it's turning out. All right. Everton trying to get something here. Looking to get in behind. Good defending by Davies. Coleman's a bit upset. Richarlison out wide. Whips it in. Headed clear by Aurier, but to the central. More controls. Spurs will look to hit the counter, but Everton win it back. Now Spurs are going. Kane's driving. Son's driving. Plays Son up the middle. If Son can take it up the middle. Out wide now. Out wide. Takes him out wide. Down goes him. Outside the box. We're going to have a free kick. Holgate takes down, I believe, I'm not exactly sure who that was on the break there for Spurs. Maybe Lo Celso. Yes, Lo Celso is down. A little dirty tackle by Holgate, but probably good because it looked like Lo Celso was away there. Great attacking play from Spurs. I think Son will score in the 35th minute. All right, come on, you Spurs. We will see. Stick around till the 35th minute, and we will see. Ouch, dangerous spot for a free kick. Yes, 100% a dangerous spot for a free kick. I believe it'll be... Who do you think's going to be on it? Will it be Kane? Will it be Lo Celso? Lo Celso's left-footed, though, so I don't think that's the best one. Club African Army, good to see a Mourinho versus Ancelotti clash. Yeah, this is a very interesting one. They have a similar, not style, but a similar, I think, viewpoint on the game. It should have been great if you were doing a live stream for Chelsea versus Palace. So I have to check and see my schedule. I know I will be doing a live stream for United Villa, but I will keep you guys posted with that one. Just make sure to keep checking the channel for more stuff. If you guys are enjoying so far, make sure you smash that like button. We are aiming for 30 likes on this live stream, and we've got a good little chat going here. So keep commenting, keep live chatting, anything, any thoughts on your top of your mind. One thought on the top of my head is the landing strip on top of Eric Dyer's head. So, oh no, looks like Kane's going to take it. Oh no, it's Dyer on the ball. Guys, Dyer's on the ball. It's going in row Z. Oh, decent free kick there by Dyer, but he lofted it a bit above. Wasn't too dangerous, pretty central. But good little whippage on there. Would I put Dyer on a free kick though? No, I would put Harry Kane on it. So, yeah. Vision says, oh no, it's Dyer on the ball. Yeah. Holgate's down. Is Holgate all right? That would be a considerable loss for Everton. He's getting checked right now, guys. Any questions? Guys, let me know your score predictions down below in the live chat, because we have a little time right now as the game is stopped. Dangerous on the counterattack by Spurs. Son looks so good. I wish Son had taken that and just gone for it on his own, because I think he had enough space there to drive into the gap where he would have either been taken down or he would have scored. I would have preferred Son on the ball than Dyer. Yeah. Dyer's free kicks are a bit dodgy. Hussein says, I know this one's off topic, but what smartphone does everyone use? Contract due for renewal. I personally use an iPhone. I have an iPhone 8, so I'm a big fan of the iPhone. But yeah, a bit off topic, but yeah. Anyways, also guys, another thing a bit off topic. Music, new song that I'm really loving is West 10. AJ Tracy, this is how it's related. AJ Tracy, big Spurs fan, love AJ Tracy's music, and West 10 is an absolute banger. So if you're looking for some good music and you are a Spurs fan, you got to go listen to that. Holgate looking like he'll be all right. But they do have players warming up on the sideline for Everton. So this will give us some added time in the first half. I think going into halftime, I think if Spurs get a goal, this game's over. Like, if they get a goal going into half, this game's done. But if it ends 1-0 at half, I think Everton could really get back into the game. But they're going to have to show a lot more promise coming into the match. Come on, you Spurs says, come on, you Spurs. Makes sense, innit? Makes sense. All right, Holgate looks like he'll be all right. Ancelotti, I wonder what Ancelotti's thinking right now. Probably quite disappointed with how they've come out so far. All right, Vision says, have you noticed how Son's play style, run style, and the way he carries himself is very similar to Ronaldo? I feel like it's likely that he modeled his play around him. Yeah, actually, it is very similar to Ronaldo. He's very upright and explosive. Yeah, I would assume that maybe he did look to Cristiano Ronaldo as a younger player, because that's what we do, right? Like, we all have players that we look up to and look to emulate. So very much so, I believe that is a potential. But also, it's like these guys are training with their form and technique, and if we're talking about running form, Cristiano Ronaldo's some of the best in the world, so Son's probably tried to emulate that. I love playing from the back and counterattack Italian football style. Yeah, it is an absolutely fun style to watch. That said, I do myself love some very good possession. Everton has a corner, and it's headed clear by the Spurs defender. Everton will have another corner. Yeah. All right, you are really nice to your viewers. Yes, my guy. Gotta treat you guys with a bunch of respect. Yeah, I mean, I just enjoy interacting with you guys. It's great to hear your thoughts and to actually chat with you. All right, Everton are looking to take a corner kick here. Driven in, back post, Lloris comes and claims it. I think Spurs will look to hit on the counter. Richarlison trying to block Lloris there. I think he could be booked for that. Some dodgy behavior there. Davies looking to drive out wide for Spurs. Looking to get after it now. But I think he's gone on a bit far. Spurs are going to look to move it. Sonaldo says Club African Army. Yes, the mix of Son and Ronaldo. I don't think you need to mix Son with Ronaldo, though, because Ronaldo is that good. Great channel, says Mahmood. Thank you, guys, man. I really do appreciate all the kind words, the support you guys have been showing. It really means a lot to me, genuinely. All right, they're moving the ball. Sissoko trying to move it out wide. Mora trying to play Aurier in behind, but they hold on to it. All right. Spurs are looking to hold on to the ball, trying to get into half without conceding, and are doing a pretty good job at it. Vox says, why is this streamer like the nicest streamer ever? Just realized this, and this is all capitals. Wow, Vox. Again, I really appreciate that. That means so much to me. Like, genuinely, having you guys interact with the channel, having you guys enjoying the live streams means so much to me. And thank you all for tuning in. And if you are enjoying, though, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure to subscribe. We are aiming for 2,100 subscribers. Paulo Ronaldo is my favorite player, says Mahmood. Who do I support? Come on, you Spurs says. So I am a Manchester United supporter, and that is why we will be doing the Manchester United Villa live stream. But I like to watch good football, and this is going to be a very good match, so I wanted to tune in and watch. All right, Son goes down there. Little foul there, I believe, by Gomez. Gomez has been the Spurs midfield. The Everton midfield has been absolutely just not there this match. They haven't they haven't what are they doing? They've been pretty much invisible. And this is why I think Everton needs to go get themselves some midfielders, because they're just not involved in the match at all. Who's the most underrated player on Spurs? Zay, and that is a very good question. I think a couple, before the restart, people may have said Lo Celso, but I think Mourinho has now shown that a player of his quality that he is, and I don't think he's underrated anymore. I think people really do understand that he's quite a class player. I think Alderweireld gets a shout for it because I don't think many people rate him, and I believe when he's at his best was one of the best Premier League center backs. I think also Winks gets a shout too. Because I think Winks is a very good player. I think Lloris personally is a little overrated. I think he's prone to mistakes in big games. But I would say Alderweireld and Winks are the main two. I think Mora, going into last season, maybe was considered a bit underrated, but has now been given the respect he deserves as well. So Everton are looking to make a change here. Who is coming off? I believe it's probably Holgate. I was just looking at the comments, so I can't see. Yes, Holgate's coming off. That's an unfortunate blow for Everton. This is what's going to happen, though, with injuries. All right, we have Harry Kane on the free kick now from outside the area, probably around 27, 28 yards out. And can Kane get a goal here for Spurs? This would be massive going into halftime if they could go up 2-0. At that point, I think the game would likely be over. We have Pickford in goal. All right, Pickford could use a trim himself. All right, Kane. Guys, what are we saying? I don't think Kane will score here, but I think he'll have a really good hit. Pickford, it's going to be a big save. Kane taken off the top of the wall and over. Pickford's loving that. Didn't want to have to go up against that. He probably sees enough of Harry Kane in England training camp. I'm a Real Madrid fan, says Club African Army. Yeah, I'm not partial to Madrid or Barca. I respect both clubs. I think they're both great clubs. Personally, though, I am biased to Messi. I love Lionel Messi. Fantastic footballer. With the way the match is going so far, do you think that Everton will score at all in this game? They haven't shown it, so I think we could say potentially not. But let's see how they come out after halftime. I think that'll be the big question. Can Ancelotti make some changes? Taken by Son, delivered, headed in, but it's cleared away. Davies from range lost it over the goal. All right. I think that Spurs should buy Alaba or a good youngster right back. Yeah, Alaba would be fantastic. But, come on, you Spurs. The question is, will Daniel Levy be willing to fork out that money? And unfortunately, I don't think he will. He's always trying to look for the cheap, crafty move as opposed to the big signing. And Alba would be a fantastic signing. I couldn't agree more with you, but I don't think Levy will do it. Spurs on another free kick now. Corner kick, excuse me. They've had so many corners, had so many opportunities. I think another one will fall for them before half, potentially. All right, corner taken by Spurs. It's cleared away by Everton. Everton, that said, have done a good job defending the corners and set pieces, but they can't keep conceding this because they will eventually score. Out wide, cleared away by Digne. And Everton are just trying to hold on to the ball, but it's okay. They've got the ball under control again, looking to move it. Spurs trying to initiate a more high press there by Son. United fan can relate then, lol. Do United need a more proper 9 because Martial's not a proper 9 even though he's doing a good job on goals? You know what, right now? I think between Martial and Greenwood, I think United have it fixed. I don't think you want to throw too many more players into that mix. The only players that I would be willing to throw into the mix are actually wingers, and that would be Coman and Sancho. Other than that, I don't think United should be bothered trying to get a 9 the way these guys are playing. By adding another player, you'd only, I think, hurt the confidence. I think let them become more established and then bring in more players to push them. But you want to had that fine line between them being like confident and being willing to take risks, but also being a little on edge and like never feeling complacent. So, but right now I don't think they're feeling complacent. So yes, I would leave Martial right now as that 9. Did you see that Bayern is the top leader at bets in England? Yeah, Bayern is a very good side, and I think have a shout for the Champions League. I think for me, the 2 teams that are really going to be looking for it, I know this sounds funny after City lost, but I see Bayern versus City. Those are going to be the 2 teams for me that are going to be right in it for the Champions League. And following on Hawks, and whenever United have a good chance, Crum's there to attack it. Yeah, that is an issue. Striker. I actually really like Ighalo, what he's done for the United this season. I think he's a great player to help. All right, Everton take a corner. Loan looks to head it. Lloris fumbles it, but it goes out for a corner kick. All right. You the best says, come on, you Spurs, man. I appreciate it again. Loving kind words. Thank you so much, my guy. At working. I don't want it to buffer. Don't want to have any technical issues. Mahmoud says Southampton were playing a great defensive ball yesterday. Again, Southampton played absolutely fantastic. Big up Southampton. How you start supporting Manchester United. So, basically how I started supporting United. First off, growing up, they were always on TV. So I am always watching them. Oh no, is the live stream working? Oh, my internet's dodgy. All right, I think it's going to work now. But we're having internet issues, guys. Anyways, how I start supporting United. For me, what happened with United was growing up, they were always on TV. Also, Sir Alex Ferguson. I'm busy when I was young. So, yeah, that's how I started supporting United initially. Guys, is the internet... No. Please let me know so I can fix it. I don't want to have any issues here. Guys, it'll be right back in a second. I think it should be all right. Have any issues because I think we're having a really good. I'm sure it's working. Yes, City and Bayern, but I would not underestimate Atletico this year because. Okay, let's see. I'm just gonna try and fix this right now. All right, are we still going? We should be back and moving smoothly again. I think this fiber optic is being hacked. That's funny who's saying. I think we are moving smoothly again. Their Spurs are trying to look to move the ball. Oh my gosh. Why am I having Wi-Fi issues? What's going on here? Guys, is it working? Please let me know in the chat. I'm trying to figure this out. All right. So it's currently, if you are just joining us, it is 1-0 to Tottenham Hotspur. We are currently in the 42nd minute. And if you're enjoying the live stream, please make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. We're having a good time here. Yes. So I believe it'll be a very close game. How did I start supporting United? If you didn't hear, in the U.S., United are considered one of the biggest sides, like in terms of they get played every weekend. So that's how I kind of got into them. And then growing up, I'm Scottish, and yeah, basically. Can you guys hear me clearly? Is it working? I'm having internet issues, and I just want to make sure that it's all working all right. And I think we'll get it right back fixed in a second. Is it working, guys? Let me know in the comments, please. All right. Oh, looking like my whole... Dad? All right, we should be back underway.